Today I learned that apes lack the ability to ask questions and acquire new knowledge, setting them apart from humans. Despite their capacity to learn sign language and communicate with humans and other apes. In the world of primates, there is a notable difference between mankind and our furry cousins: the ability to ask questions. As it turns out, while apes are capable of communicating through sign language, they have yet to grasp the concept of asking questions to learn new knowledge. This revelation begs the question: what makes humans so unique that we have developed the ability to ask questions? Is it a matter of cognitive ability or something else entirely? According to Joseph Jordania, asking questions may be the crucial cognitive threshold that separates humans from other apes. While David Premack attempted to teach their chimpanzee, Sarah, how to ask questions by purposefully removing key elements from familiar situations, the experiment ultimately failed. Despite understanding the concept of questions, Sarah never demonstrated the ability to ask them herself. Fast forward to modern times, and even highly intelligent apes such as Kanzi and Panbanisha have yet to demonstrate the ability to ask questions. It seems that the art of asking questions is a uniquely human trait. So what does this mean for the world of primates and the study of animal cognition? Perhaps it means that we should reevaluate our assumptions about what constitutes intelligence in other species. Just because apes are not capable of asking questions does not mean they lack intelligence in other areas. At the end of the day, the ability to ask questions remains one of the defining traits of human beings. It is a key component of our curiosity and our drive to constantly seek out new knowledge. As for the apes, they may not be able to ask questions, but they are still capable of communicating in their own unique ways.
Today I learned that dogs and skunks have a communication breakdown that often results in dogs getting sprayed. It turns out that skunks raise their tails as a warning sign when they feel threatened, but dogs misinterpret this gesture as an invitation to smell the skunk's butt. The skunk is actually warning the dog to stay away, but the dog sees it as an opportunity to get a whiff of their new furry friend. Skunk spray is something to avoid at all costs. It is generated in the skunk's anal glands, and they have a limited supply of it. Other than the spray, skunks have few defenses, so they try to conserve their resources whenever possible. If a skunk completely depletes their scent glands, it can take up to 10 days to regenerate the full amount, leaving them vulnerable to predators. Fortunately, skunks usually give plenty of warning before resorting to spraying. They will raise their tail and shake it, stamp their feet, and turn their head and rear end toward the perceived threat. They will wait until the last possible second before deploying the nuclear option of spraying. A skunk generally prefers to exit the scene with no spraying involved. The trouble arises because domestic dogs don't read all the warning signs that skunks give. A raised and waving tail may look like an invitation to sniff, and dogs tend to rush right up to skunks. The skunk sees a perceived predator approaching and feels like they have no other option but to spray. But there is a way to avoid getting sprayed. Before stepping into your yard, especially at night, give skunks some warning that you're coming. Skunks have poor eyesight, are not fast, and can't climb. They don't want to encounter you or your pets, so if you give them some notice that you want to use your yard, they will almost always vacate it ahead of you. Flip on the porch light, make noise by opening the door, clap your hands, whistle, or do a little tap dance. This little bit of warning will alert any skunks passing through that you're coming out and give them time to exit your yard or hide. This alert is especially important to do before releasing dogs into the yard. Skunks are actually great neighbors. They eat slugs, snails, insects, and even rodents in our yards and gardens. By giving them some warning and space, we can coexist peacefully with these amazing creatures, and best of all, we can avoid the dreaded skunk spray.
Today I learned roosters are born with built-in earplugs to protect their hearing when they crow. Roosters are notorious for their early morning wake-up call, a loud and unmistakable cock-a-doodle-doo that can be heard from far and wide. But have you ever wondered how these feathered friends can crow all day without damaging their own hearing? Well, it turns out that roosters have built-in earplugs. When roosters open their beaks fully, their external auditory canals completely close off, preventing any damage to their sensitive ears. This fact was discovered by Belgian researchers who studied the ears of both hens and roosters. They found that roosters have a unique ear structure that allows them to crow as loud as they want without going deaf. It's not just the volume of the crow that can cause damage, but also the frequency of the sound. Roosters can emit sounds that are over 100 decibels, which is loud enough to cause hearing loss if it lasts for more than a second. So how do roosters avoid this? Their ear canals close off completely when they open their beaks, which is something that hens cannot do due to slight differences in their ear morphology. This discovery has shed light on the evolution of roosters and their unique ability to communicate through sound without damaging their own ears. As roosters have become louder over time, their ear structure has also evolved to protect them. This has given them an advantage in their reproductive success, as the loudest roosters are the most successful reproducers. Next time you hear a rooster crowing, you can appreciate their incredible ability to communicate without harming themselves. And spare a thought for their poor hens, who do not have the same built-in ear protection and have to listen to their noisy crowing at full volume.
Today, I learned something fascinating about our furry friends that we share our lives with. Did you know that dogs have a unique way of showing their playful mood through sneezing? Yes, you read that right. Dogs play sneeze when they're feeling excited or playful. It's their way of telling you that they're having a good time and that you should join in on the fun. In fact, it's not just us humans that dogs communicate with through their playful sneezes. They also use this behavior to indicate to other dogs that their behavior is only for play. So the next time you see two dogs playing together and sneezing, you can be assured that they are having a blast and that their behavior is friendly and not aggressive. But why do dogs sneeze when they're having fun? It turns out that when dogs curl their lips while playing, it creates a wrinkled nose that can cause their body to erupt in a sneeze. Playful sneezes tend to be short snorts that come from the nose instead of the lungs. It's an instinctual behavior that dogs have developed over time to communicate their mood and intentions. It's incredible to think about the subtle ways in which our canine companions communicate with us and each other. As dog owners, it's important for us to pay attention to these nonverbal cues and respond accordingly. The next time your dog starts play sneezing, join in on the fun and show them that you appreciate their playful spirit. And the next time you see two dogs sneezing and playing together, you can be assured that they are simply having a good time and enjoying each other's company.
Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you.